the protection of the consumer, who should be protected against the unfair trade practices by being aware of the quality, quantity, purity, standard, and price of the goods and services. The Consumer Protection Act 1986, it's called as a COPRA, was a Parliament of Indian Act created to the defend of interest of the Indian consumers. It was replaced in the 2019 by the Consumer Protection Act 2019. The measures was voted by the Assembly in the October 1986 and took effect on the December 24, 1986. The right statute was enacted prior to the COPRA Act. It was created to establish a consumer council and other bodies for the resolution of the consumer disputes. Consumer Protection Act 1986, it gives a easy and fastest compensation to the consumer grievances and also encourage a consumer to speak up against flaws in the goods and services. The main aim of this act to bestow aid to both parties and eliminate the discrepancies. A platform is provided for a consumer for filing a complaint. The forum take action against the concerned authorities and compensation is generated for the consumers. The main aim of this act is to bestow aid to both parties and eliminate the discrepancies. A platform is provided for consumers for filing a complaint. The forum take action against the concerned authorities and compensation is generated for the consumers. The Consumer Protection Act 2019 was enforced by the Indian legislation for dealing with the matters concerning violation of the consumer rights, use of unfair trade practices, advertisement that are incorrect, and circumstances that are against the consumer rights. The main provision behind this kind of act was to include a provision such as e-commerce. Due to the advancement of the technology, the use of the online platform has increased many-fold in the years that has passed by. The Consumer Protection Council are established to settle the dispute. In any case of a dispute, provide good compensation for the consumers in case of infringement. Further, effective and speedy disposal of a resolution for a dispute also promote consumer education for educating the consumer about the rights and responsibilities and also for the redressal of grievances. So who is called as a consumer? Who buy goods for a consideration which has been paid or promised or partly paid and partly promised or under a system of deferred payment. He also called as a hirer and any service for consideration which has been paid, promised and partly promised under the system of deferred payment. What do you mean by complaint? Complaint means any allegation in writing made by the complainant and unfair trade practices or restrictive trade practices has been adopted by any trade or service providers. The goods bought by him or agreed to be bought by him suffer from one or more defects. The services hired or availed of or agreed to be hired or availed by him suffer from a deficiency in any respect. A trader or service provider, as the case may be, has charged for the goods and service mentioned in the complaint the price, goods, services which will be hazards to life and safety when used are being offered for a sale to the public. So these are the things will be called as a complaint. And who is called as a complainant? A consumer and voluntary consumer association registered under the Companies Act 1956. The central government and state government, one or more consumers where there are numerous consumers having the same interest. In case of a death of the consumer, his legal heir and representative which make the complainant. The objectives of the Consumer Protection Act is the right to protect against the hazardous goods, right to data, right of access to variety of goods and service at the competitive price, right to be heard and receive a due consideration at appropriate forum, right to consumer education. First one, the right to protection against the hazardous goods. This act gives each client the option to be safeguarded against the merchandise and administration which are risky to the life and property. Risky product incorporate, for instance, defiled food sources and drugs, frail concrete and so on, every one of these being not good for the life as well as the property. Right to data. Each purchaser has the privilege to be educated about the quality, quantity, purity, about amount, strength, virtue, standard and cost of the product, administration by and lodge he purchase and profit of. The right of data has been given to the client to safeguard them from unjustified situation. Unreasonable exchange rigorous incorporate a portrayal that labor and product of the specific norms, quality, grade, and so on, any misleading guarantee and assurance and execution of a labor product, distribution of ad available to be the purchased and supply of merchandise. The right of access to the variety of a goods service at the competitive prices. Each purchaser has an option to get an assessment of the labor and product at their serious cost. This should be possible just when there is an association of the market and omission of the market cost, and so that all the sellers provided with the assortment of the merchandiser for the advantage of the buyer and product are being presented at the serious cost. This obligation of bringing an association of endlessly market cost has been provided the reason to feel ambiguous about the Central Consumer Protection Council by the Act. Right to be heard, receive a due consideration and appropriate forum. One of the right guaranteed to the consumer by the Consumer Protection Act is to right to be heard. They should be heard in the forum about their concerns and feedback about the goods and service they have received. Consumers' consent should be understood by the vendor according to this right. It also gives them an opportunity to be heard prior to the session and consumer reviews. Right to consumer education. User must be aware of their rights and in order to prevent being taken advantage of. The right of acquire the information and skills necessary to be well informed to the consumers throughout one's life. The consumer ignorance, particularly among the rural customers, and mostly responsible for their exploitation. So these are the importance of the consumer protection from the customer point of view. Consumer ignorance, unorganized consumers, and widespread exploitation of the consumers. Whereas from the business point of view, the Consumer Protection Act is very much important for long-term interests of the business. Social responsibilities, businessman uses social resources. Consumer is the purpose of the business and moral ethical justification. Importance of consumer protection from the consumer point of view. Unorganized consumer. The consumer is in developing countries like India are unorganized. It means that only a fewer consumer organizations are working in these countries to protect the interest of the consumer. So this Consumer Protection Act helps consumers by encouraging them in the establishment of more consumer organizations. It also provides a right and power along with the responsibility to these consumer organizations as they can file a case on behalf of these consumers. Consumer ignorance. There are many consumers who are unaware about their rights and remedies available to them for their grievances. Consumer protection provides them the required information to these ignorant consumers and spread awareness so that they can know about the different redressal agencies opened up for them to protect their interest. Widespread exploitation of the consumers. Even though the consumers are the kingdom of the market, they face a lot of exploitation from the businessman as they use their different unfair trade practices to cheat them. Consumer protection provides a protection to the consumers from a businessman and then exploitation by filing a case on behalf of them, providing them with the various redressal machineries. Importance of a consumer protection from the businessman point of view. They are long-term interest of the business, social responsibilities, businessman uses social resources, customer is the purpose of business, moral ethical justification, government intervention. The long-term interest of the business, liberalization and globalization have an increased level of competition in the market so much that the business now have to face the internal as well as the international competition. In this stiff competition, a business can achieve a success and earn a profit only when it has designed the product as per the taste and preference of the consumers and satisfy them. Businesses that ignore these requirements of the consumers lost their client and goodwill the market. Social responsibilities. Every businessman has the social obligation towards a different group of society, among which the customer is one of the most important group. The businessmen are responsible for providing a good quality products at a reasonable cost. The consumer protection helps the businessman by guiding them towards the provision of social responsibilities. Businessman uses the society resources to produce the product and services to sell them in a market. Businessman use the resources of the society. By using the society resources and supplying the goods and services produced from them to the members of the society, these businessmen earn profit. Hence, it is their duty to do something for them in a return. Consumer protection guides a businessman in using their resources for the benefits of the consumer. Consumer is the purpose of the organization. The basic motive of any business is to bring more and more customers and retain them for a long period of time. As the customers are the foundation of a business and it is essential to retain them for long as possible. Businessman can do so by satisfying the customers and